Alright, hello everyone, what's going on? Today I'm gonna talk about the second episode in Legend, or it's not really the second episode, it's actually the third one, but it is the second airing of the, whatever, you get it. It is the third episode on Legend of Korra Book 2 of Spirits, called Civil Wars Part 1. So, I'm gonna give my review on it, thoughts and everything you might think of Legend of Korra. Alright, so, what do we find out in this episode? In this episode, we find out that, Niki's gone, that little troll girl from the Airbending Kids. She's gone. So, Boomy and Kaya and Tenzin go looking for her, and, eventually the episode switched back and forth between, like, Korra's, story, or, it just switches back and forth, but, we find out just looking from the Tenzin storyline or whatever plot, we find out that he, as a kid, he probably had the most time spent with Aang, and mainly because he was just like the only airbending besides Aang. So I can see how Aang was kind of biased towards just raising Tenzin and like keeping on with the traditions of airbendings and stuff. Like I think there in the books, I think it was the Search Part 1 where it was like. Or not the search, the promise part 1, where Aang is actually like, I don't want the nations to combine, and then there's that whole struggle and stuff, but I feel like he wanted Tenzin to like carry on like the airbending traditions and everything, so he kinda had, Tenzin actually, I feel like he was a bit more pressured being the only airbending kid from the Yang family, but like, I at the same time, by doing that, Aang, like, neglected, like, Kaya and Boomy because he just, like, traveled along with, like, Tenzin everywhere to, like, Kyoshi Island and, like, riding volcanoes and shit. Like, I don't even know. Like, he mentioned something about riding an elephant something. I don't even know. But, like, wow. Aang, dude, you, like, forgot to take care of your kids. So yeah, that's what happened. There's some tension between all the three siblings, and I don't know. I feel like there might be some. Okay, the trailer talked about meeting the first Avatar. We haven't seen shit about the first Avatar. Like I'm just saying. Like holy crap. Like I was kind of thrilled to like see that, but nope, not happening. So now switching back to the Korra's plot, there's some tension between the North and Southern Water tribes. The reason we don't fucking know why. Like when Korra goes and talks to her mom, she says that like there's been some tension between the North and South for some time, even before she was born. But we don't know why. I mean, I can't even explain it. Like, I want to say perhaps perhaps because, Korra's uncle and Korra's dad, they probably have a rivalry, but I don't feel like Korra's dad is like the chief of the Southern Water Tribe, in my opinion. He might be, so they might be rivals, I don't know. So what happens in here? There's a comic relief in the, bowling side. And so we get to the other part, which is the Southerners are pretty much like insulted from like Northern like troops coming in and invading the whole village or city or whatever you want to call it. But the thing is, I feel like now that Korra has seen that his father wasn't like in the whole plot conspiracy against her uncle to like kidnap him and like run him over with a truck or something, she's gonna probably start like seeing or taking her dad's side. I mean, like, because this whole time she's kind of like antagonizing him and everything, and she feels like, oh, you're always pressuring me, oh my god, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. So now we're probably gonna see that she's probably gonna antagonize her uncle now, because I bet that's the reaction everybody wants to get. But it feels like I mean, yeah, her uncle is a really shady character, but now just because he arrested her parents, Korra's probably gonna now take her father's side and pretty much take some like really hardcore measures against this. Next episode is gonna be Civil War Part 2. We're probably not gonna see the end of this in that episode, in my opinion, because it's just like the struggles. There's got to be some background on this, like what's up. I just don't think it's just about the brother issue, like, oh, I got banished, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Anyway, guys, that was the review for Korra's second airing of the is the third episode, Civil War Part 1. And comment, rate, subscribe. I will see you guys later next week with a review of the next episode. Alright? See you guys then. Take it easy.